I just got done with my first week of email marketing, and I want to tell you what I've learned so far. Let's get into it. All right, so I've had the opportunity to do some email marketing and get into some training of it and figure out what people do and what's standard procedure. Let me bring this mic closer. And it's been awesome. It's been really, really cool. And I just wanted to share with you what I've learned so far and what's been good about it. So the first thing I wanted to go through were certain standards that I've learned are good to keep in mind when you're doing your marketing. Email marketing in particular. You know, there's certain percentages for what you want people to open your emails at. There's certain percentages of, if you were doing Facebook ads, that people should be clicking. For the number of people that come in and see your ad or come and receive your email, there should be a certain number of people that open that email or click on that ad. And that's kind of universal. It also depends on what kind of field you're in, what you're doing, what you're selling, the nature of that product. But really, this I've learned that there's a few metrics, and they're open to the public, which is kind of cool. So Klaviyo, which is the program that I started learning and using, is an email marketing program, along with MailChimp. That's another one. I've used MailChimp a lot. I've never used Klaviyo. Apparently, Klaviyo has these standards open to the public. 20% open rate is what you want, and then a 4% click-through rate for your email. If someone opens your email and they click that button, you should probably have a 4% click-through rate. So just keep those in mind. If you're getting under 20% for your emails, you should probably work on the subject line or the preview text. You can get 30%. You can get way higher than 30% even. But, 20%, if you're getting 20%, it's probably good. And then the dollar per email, so when you're first doing email marketing, you're going to want to be like, okay, how is this worth my time? The dollar per email really, it varies. So you have to figure out kind of what your average is per email once you get into it. And then a good percentage, once you get into it, of how much money you bring in versus your total revenue that you bring in for your company. You should probably get 30%. That's the amazing. So just keep that in mind. I've learned that from different people that have been training me, or different courses, whatever. So that's point number one. And then you want to improve your email and landing pages all the time so you can get more revenue, or better open rates for your subject lines and preview text, and then click-through rate comes down to the copy and the design of your email. So yeah, just work on that, and then keep those standards in mind, those public standards. They're easy to use. You just make sure that you stick to them, okay? Point number 2 is that your flows, which are technically emails that are set up in certain sequences so that if this happens, then this happens. Then if this happens, then this happens. Your flows should be the big money makers. Your campaigns can make you money, but your flows, that's what you're going to want to make you the most money, because your campaigns, which are individual emails that you send out so many times a week probably, you want your campaigns to put people in the flows. And then the flows make the money because there are a lot more emails that people receive in their inbox, and they're very targeted and direct. So I would say the flows are those big money makers. Campaigns help with the flows. So keep that in mind. Point number 3 that I want to make for you guys, that you just keep in mind, is that email is not flashy. It's not meant to be. As I'm learning what email marketing is, and I know all of my experience in marketing in the past, is that marketing doesn't have to be flashy in order to work. Email marketing in particular is not flashy. It's not something that people really get invested in. It's not like ads. Ads are, people love ads because they just do. And it's always changing. But email is a little different because it's been around for so long. It's as simple as it's always been. You can throw more design in there, but it's not meant to be flashy. And you probably know that. You have emails in your inbox all the time that you don't read. but it really matters is that it converts, right? A 20% open rate is good, and that's achievable. That's kind of weird to think about, but 20% is of people opening your emails actually happens, okay? Even if you don't open most of your emails, that happens. So email is not flashy, it's meant to convert. And I like to think about it as a pebble in your customer's shoe. You hate that pebble in your shoe, right? I would call this more of a friendly pebble. A pebble that you would say hi to. So your customer you are the pebble, you are the brand that people should be getting excited about, right? The main reason that you're doing marketing and the main reason that you are selling to people is because you want them to either feel like they need you or get excited about you. And I would argue, I might make a whole other video about this, I probably should, is that excitement is way better than a necessity. No one wants to buy anything because they need it. They want to buy it because they're excited about it. And so you are that pebble that's in that customer's shoe, but you're the pebble they want to say hi to. You're the one that if they could say hi to a pebble, they would, because you want to be needed, and you want to be something your dream customer gets excited about, right? So email's not flashy, it's meant to convert, and it's there. It's there, and it can work, but it can actually work well. It's not all nagging you to buy a product, okay, like you might think it might be. And the fourth thing I learned, which is really easy, this is my personal preference, keep that in mind, is that Klaviyo is way better than MailChimp. And I think a lot of people agree with me. I think I heard that MailChimp and Spotify used to be together and now they're not, and then MailChimp went downhill or something like that. But Klaviyo is just so much more simple than MailChimp in my experience of having used MailChimp for years and getting confused as to how their flows work or their campaigns. Klaviyo just makes things so much simpler. I don't know if Klaviyo integrates with MailChimp in all the same ways that MailChimp does, so it might be difficult for you and for your integrations that you might require if that's something that you do. But I would try Klaviyo if I were you. It's so much more simple, and from what I've seen so far in this 1 week, it's only been 1 week, but it's been a good week. So yeah, it's been really fun to learn email marketing. So thank you for watching. I hope this has been helpful for you, and I will talk to you soon. There's a pet Cheerio letter.
But it does seem kind of like it could be like that or something weird. Charging on I'm sure their mortgage.